Arsenal won against Brighton in the middle of the week, right? 1-0. People will call it smash and grab. Other people will call it a scrappy win, whatever, right? But and City drop points, by the way. City drop points to Nottingham Forest. Nobody's talking about that game.
You wouldn't know they
Everybody's
drop
talking
points
about how
exactly.
Arsenal won. The manager of Brighton saying Arsenal did not come to play football, that he is never going to play football that way, as if anyone cares. Um, Alan Pardew was on commentary in one of the channels. He was like, if Arsenal wins the league, there's going to be asterisks to Arsenal's title. You already had Scholes saying before now that if Arsenal win the league, they are the most boring team to ever win the league. And then come Mansfield FA Cup was a similar kind of template again. Mansfield were very, very hot, potent. Arsenal were very, very lukewarm, but got a 2-1 win. So, do you think that this, let's call it agenda, is it a legitimate concern or is just bitterness? Let me know. Let me rephrase. Is it a legitimate criticism or is it bitterness by rival
Is that
fans?
even a question?
Let the rivals. Yeah, that's my question to Johnny Boy. I say you guys should wait. You have your chance. Thank you very much. Are they bitter, Johnny Boy?
To be honest, to be honest with you, I just see it as haters being hateful because at the end of the day, the most important thing is who is going to win the trophy at the end of the day. And at this point of the season, guess what? The result, the performance don't matter at this point of the season. It's all about results. And I think the writings on the wall, the rivals can smell the rat or the cooking, the meal from far away that is looking likely Arsenal is going to win the title. So they are trying to drum it in the heads of Arsenal fans or like Arsenal in general that, oh, you guys should not celebrate your win. Forgetting the fact that a couple of years back, I remember Troy Deeney and some other pundits were saying Arsenal were weak, they were spineless. Remember the Wenger teams were soft. Remember when we were going to Stoke and they
Mm-hmm.
were bullying us, going to Bolton, they were bullying us, going to West Brom, they were bullying us, and the whole agenda then was Arsenal was a soft team, easy to play against. Now our coach has come in, he has reversed it now. Now we are all a bunch of fighters. You come with a gidibo, give it gidibo. You come with sexy
Eh?
football. We try to play sexy football. We are just able to, yes, we play sexy football
Where?
sometimes. When it calls for sexy football, we play sexy football. Now they are seeing the writing on the wall and they are trying to put asterisks on it. The same thing they tried to do to Liverpool during the COVID year. They tried to put asterisks on Liverpool's championship, forgetting the fact that as at Christmas, Liverpool were almost 15 points or 16 points ahead of
Mm-hmm.
City as at that point. League was pretty much done as at Christmas of COVID year. But people forgot that because they were all happy on the whole fact that it was COVID because Liverpool
Mm-hmm.
won it during COVID. But me, I don't care about what the haters say because when I'm celebrating my title, come me, I'm not. They're not going to put aesthetics on
Yeah.
the
This
medal.
type
Neither are they going to say, "Oh, Premier League champions 25, 26,"
In
and they
brackets,
put
the most boring team.
aesthetic in bracket most boring team. What they put is champions, and my medal will be my trophy being lifted when they're doing the
Yeah.
parade and everything. It's going to be inscribed there. So I don't give a damn about. And it's like they say, when people are criticizing you, that means you're
Mm.
doing something right. So that's
Okay.
the way I look at it. Arsenal is doing something right. That's why the haters are talking about Arsenal. If Arsenal were doing something right, guess what? They won't be talking about Arsenal. We're top of the league. We're in the quarterfinals of FA
I'm
Cup.
worried.
We're
I'm
in
worried because
knockaround of Champions League. We're in the final of the Carabao Cup. So everything about Arsenal is
Mm.
positive. So that's why we're talking. Everybody's talking about us. So that's
talking
where I see
about
it. I
Yeah,
don't
you.
care
yeah,
about
yeah.
the
Before I pass on, I'll just say it's just bitterness, man. It's bitterness. You know, um,
even
Arsenal
even the
Arsenal
mission
does not
that
need to entertain anybody, right? The team don't need to entertain anybody.
Shikina.
You're not watching wrestling. You're not watching boxing. You're not watching. If you want to be entertained, go and watch Hollywood movie. This is about winning
Exactly.
the title, and Arsenal has been playing this way from the start of the season till now. They've been playing that this way for the last couple of seasons. All of the label have been put on Arsenal, blah blah blah.
where was
But
this
you also notice
confidence?
that the rest of the league is following suit. So to me, it's just a
Yeah.
new cycle in football, and Arsenal are setting the pace. So it's a situation of whereby the old heads that are used to a certain style of football are complaining. For me, for example, Alan Pardew. Did Alan Pardew ever play sexy football for him to be saying that
No,
Arsenal, if they win the
he
league, they'll
never
have
did.
asterisks to their name? Like if
Against
it's
Arsenal.
another manager now, I might even consider like the what's it called now? Brighton manager saying, "Oh, only one team came to play football." When they came to the Emirates, how many shots on target did they have? Zero. How many shots did they even have? Zero. They decide they actually parked the bus. But now that the shoes on the other foot, he's under pressure. He wants us to play football. Who are you? Are you the are you the Premier League? We got our win. Coach your boys to do better. Wolves were in a similar
Yeah.
situation. They did better. Brentford were in a similar situation. They did better. Nottingham Forest did better. United did better. So he should have done better instead of crying. So that's what I have to say. It's just bitterness. Hopefully, we win the league at the end of the season so that we can see more bitterness, and
More
the summer will be
cries.
sweet. But let's go to the neutral first before I go to United guys because they will trigger me.
Okay,
David,
so there's a
what are
lot
you
to unpack
saying?
from what both of you guys have said, right? First off, we're not talking about Arsenal because Arsenal is top of the table. If Arsenal was 8th, if Arsenal was 10th, we'll still be talking about Arsenal. During your journeyman years, we were still
Mm,
talking about you guys, right? You were the banter
Mm.
club. So I don't think we're talking about you because you're the top.
mhm.
But like something I said,
Yeah, we're talking about style of play, right? And but it's
Talk
winning.
about style of
The
play.
thing
Style
is
of play.
winning. Usually they say the most important stat is 3 points. We're getting the 3 points, but people are still angry. So
yeah,
that's
but
bitterness
I,
to me.
I, I get that. I don't see it as bitterness. I like everything I've
Mm.
consistently said this season. Your luck will run out. And for every team I've said that for,
And it's still
that luck ran out,
mm,
right? We started from Liverpool, we did
hmm
Crystal Palace, we did Aston Villa, you're next. And usually when it runs out, it will look like you can't do anything right again. It will pile up. It will be back to back to back to back. And it will be a slump because while while some people might be hating, some of us are seeing it as a style of play
Yeah,
that provides you with zero alternatives, right? So what happens when someone comes up with a game plan, that nullifies what you play? You don't have any comeback, you don't have any plan B, you don't have any alternatives.
that's what company thought when he came with Brighton Munich, Bayern Munich. Sorry,
Mm.
that's what he thought, and then he learned the hard way 4-1. But
Okay,
yeah,
well,
continue.
I'll give that to you guys, but I know,
Okay, thank you. We will take it.
Atletico
No
too
I
brought
problem.
it.
don't I
Remember,
don't
Atletico
see
brought it.
Atletico
They
bringing
collected
Mm,
any
four.
type of football that would hurt you guys. At the end of the day, is the neutrals, those of us who watch the game, that will be hurt. Atletico against Arsenal, two sides who just want to pack the bus. I don't think Atletico will bring anything, genius. But I know that.
Arsenal does not pack the bus, by the way. But yes, go ahead.
Okay, so
That's why
so
doesn't
so
pack the bus, please.
so what do you do?
We hold, what we do is just
so
recycle the
We
ball.
play low risk football. We just keep passing at the back.
Yes,
That's what we do.
It's still low
yes,
risk.
We
that's what we do.
recycle the ball.
That's
We
We
hilarious.
don't play
recycle the
back.
ball. Recycle the ball. Look, the ideology is simple. To control the game, you control the possession. So that's what we try to do. Try to control possession as much as we can. And
at the back.
if people try to attack us, we hit them on the counter. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it does not work. But as the manager said, Arteta said pre-Brighton, he said that if he's watching a game, a football game, and there's like three transitions back to back to back, and his heart is going 180 degree, 180 mile per hour, and that transition is not resulting in any attack or anything, it's time to slow the game down. So again, low risk football.
Okay,
It is what it is.
I hope we would have this discussion
Yeah.
again at the end of the season when.
Oh, yes, we are going to have it. I'm waiting.
I mean, I feel
We
We
like
have
are
it
Like
waiting.
now.
next
We
People
month,
have
have
it.
been
next
We
month,
hoping
have
and
it.
right?
crying since,
Next
and we
month.
are still here.
I feel like for me
And again,
the
this is a point for our hand over. After this, I'll shut up. This is the point where I hand over. Like start of the season, right? I said Arsenal are going to win the league, and my reason, I think I also said it here. My reason being that Arsenal are the ones that are going to drop the least amount of points compared to everyone else in the league, and that is how it is panning out. People are dropping points. Arsenal will still drop points, but I'm sure that City will drop points again.
City drop.
So we are going to drop the list.
Yes.
Our team is set up not to lose. We are going to draw, and not lose as many games. City has already lost 5 games this season, and as I said 2 episodes ago, I'm yet to see a team that has lost 5 games in the league that won the league in recent times. So I keep quiet now.
Arsenal will be the
yeah.
first.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Arsenal's really lost.
I feel
We've
like
not lost
the
just
football
five
thing
more.
to me
Lost.
is secondary. Like it's secondary to the real reasons why people have a problem with Arsenal, and it's a point that the Brighton manager made as well. when you guys came with this corner thing, right? It's not as if you have David Beckham that can cross to Peter Crouch's head. You started it by coloring in the gray areas, right? By attacking the keeper in a way that was, I guess, like ethically blurred. The referees didn't know what to do. They were closing down the keeper, making it difficult for opposition teams to defend and scoring corner kicks that way. Now, Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka have this weird ability to put the ball exactly on top of the keeper's head. But the bullying of the keeper.
Saka and the Rice if I don't have David Beckham, yes.
No, as in it's not David Beckham to Rio Ferdinand, right? It's a specific thing.
Yeah.
It's a specific
It
way of
is
playing
Saka
corner.
to Gabriel Magalhaes or
Right,
Rice to Gabriel.
while the keeper is being pinned down by two Arsenal players. Sure. As something there's
Show
the
me a
I know also-
picture.
sorry.
Show me any shot.
there are many
shows what you just
pictures
said.
now, right? There are many pictures
Show me
that have
any
this.
picture that show what you just said.
And I'm not.
see,
This
you-
is not the first time
you-
that
yeah,
you guys
you're
are hearing
that
this
is-
complaint.
that
That's
is
why you're
really
reacting
rubbish.
this way, right? So
No,
I'm
I
saying
heard the
it is a
complaint,
theme.
but what you said.
It is a theme in this
If you have
league.
two players
This
holding
season.
the keeper, that's a foul.
It has happened many times, right? I think it happened in the last
Foul.
game against even
It's a
Brighton
foul.
itself.
That is not.
But it's a part of how Arsenal play corners, and other teams, like you said, Koto, other teams have started to copy the same method because people realize that there is a gray area in refereeing and defending during corners where it's
Why are you hating the FA way?
it's,
People that
it's not
studied the
it's not
game and saw
hitting
the
now.
loopholes
It's not hitting, and this is the thing that Arsenal. This is the thing that kind of makes me laugh about Arsenal fans, right? You want to claim we are ruthless executioners. When people now describe the ways at which you're ruthless, you now start getting sensitive about it. Instead of you to own the anti-football, be like Mourinho, who Arteta is trying to be. Instead of you to own
I didn't know corner kicks
the
were
approach at which
anti-football.
you're going with it, you want to have it all the ways.
Okay.
Let's
What is the
let's take
purpose?
it out
What
of-
is the
let's take
purpose
it out
of the
of
corner
football
kick?
then.
To send it straight to the goalkeeper.
You're
Alright.
ignoring the important element of what I'm saying, right? People are saying people are complaining that it is in bad form and referees need to do something about it to play corners that way. So that's one side of it. Let's pack it. The other thing is the thing that David brought up, which I think you acknowledged to toes in a kind of interesting way, that you guys play low risk football. So your primary
Low-risk
objective
football,
going into the game is to not lose. That's already negative, right? In of
So we
itself.
should go into the game to lose.
No, in of itself, that's already negative, right? And not only is it negative, it goes against the heritage, we should say, of Arsenal Football Club, because you guys are the ones who brought, you guys are the ones who brought the free flowing.
What you're saying right now is going to bite you when we talk about United.
No,
Okay, go on.
it's
Heritage.
it's okay. You guys are the ones who brought this free flowing, attacking, European style of football. Even though Wenger came straight from Japan,
And we also got
you guys are the ones who brought it to say it's time for the opposition to speak now. Let me and Jude, explore,
you don't lie.
explore,
We'll keep quiet. We'll keep quiet if
explore,
saying the truth.
explore what we feel about it. I think it's important that the entire football world has come together to put an asterisk on this trophy that many people feel Arsenal is about to win, right? And I think it's for good reason, right? The
one that Chelsea won in 2004.
the behavior
2006.
the behavior of Arsenal as a football club is important. So this thing I talked about with the time wasting, with the fouling keepers, that's one side of it. The other side of it is the football itself, where even in the year where Leicester won the league, right, that was a surprise. You still had Jamie Vardy banging goals. You had Mahrez. You had football being played. In a way, it wasn't 26 corner kicks in a season.
What team
Basically,
has scored most goals this season?
how many of them were corner kicks?
What team
And
has scored
How
the
many
most
how many
goals?
corner
Less than
kicks?
20%, though.
How many corner kicks?
I know, what's so crazy? Arsenal are not
Don't
the
mind
highest.
them.
scorer.
Okay, your second highest.
That's where all this means.
Your second highest.
You're not the first highest. United. I remember I said last month, United were at that time.
no,
But they were
you have,
scoring fair
you have the
corners.
most,
Not-
I have-
most
I have-
goals. You have the most
What do you
goals
mean
from
fair
corner.
corner? It's the same thing.
Can I read the
Wait,
stats? Can I
In the
read the
This
last
stats?
2 years, in
no,
the
that
last 2 years,
Can I please read
yes.
the stats?
Or not
I was
in the
ready for
league.
this. Can I read the
no,
stats, please?
you're gonna tell me that you're second in
Yes.
corner kicks now.
No. We scored the most. That's fine.
Okay, that's that.
This
So
stat
what did I say that was different from what you're
before.
about to say? If you're saying you scored the most,
No. Let me read the stats now. Let me read the
No,
stats.
that it's of
This
recent
is
now. But
agenda.
I'm
This
talking
is
about as
agenda,
at a
right?
month ago, we're
Crystal
top.
Palace before Wednesday, midweek Wednesday. Crystal Palace has scored 30 goals in the Premier League, 15 set pieces, which is 50% of their goals. Newcastle,
Their goals.
40 goals as at Wednesday, 19 set pieces, 49%
okay,
of
just
goals.
get to us now.
Leeds, 37%. Sorry, 37 goals, 17 set pieces, 46%. Chelsea, 49 goals, 19 set pieces, 39%. Arsenal, 58 goals, 22 set pieces, 38%.
Okay,
So all this your agenda that our goals
no,
come
no,
from
no, no,
set
no.
pieces. That's
Do you
what
know what? I'll give this your analysis a C, right, for the attempt, but it's not complete in its quality. If you want to make the point you think you
Arsenal
are,
has
let's
the
go and
most.
compare other. Let's go and
I
compare
don't
other
mind.
Premier League winners, right? Let's go back in history.
You people
I,
have the
I
Compare
don't,
most.
I
other
don't
Premier
mind
League
you will
winners and see how many of their goals came from to make the
Football.
analysis
That's why I like
proper.
That's why I like Jimmy Carragher. Jimmy Carragher talks a lot. Remember, there was a time this season as well where it was Arsenal was calling too many set pieces, and they also brought out him presenting on Monday Night Football saying every team that has won the Premier League scored the most set pieces. So I don't understand where all this hatred is
No, no,
coming
no.
from. It's just
We're
continue,
gonna
bro.
look for one set pieces as a percentage of goals, not necessarily having the most set pieces, right? As a percentage of the
No,
overall
scored,
goals
Goals.
scored,
You
scored.
can even do
No,
it as you can do it as a
either way,
percentage of winning goals,
percentage
like
of
the goal
goals.
that won a
right,
match.
Arsenal has the
Jude?
Arsenal has
lowest.
the highest record.
That's an
They
even
have the most set pieces.
because no
Currently,
because
Last
Jude
season,
and
scored the most set pieces.
That's you know. You're not
wait,
hit picking
Jude.
now. What
no,
you guys
that's
No,
forget?
not
because
matters
the
now.
experience matters, right?
Everybody
And
needs
against
you
us,
agenda.
against us in at the Emirates, they wanted to use that their Jingban to take that game into a draw. I mean, do you agree that there should be, and do you place an asterisk on Arsenal's trophy if they happen to win this season? And let's hear your reasons why.
Wait,
Honest reasons, by the way.
honest reasons, you guys are playing. I think this year, as a rule, this year, you are not playing football. People are
Oh,
just
well,
looking for
we're just
3
kicking
points.
football.
They're just looking for 3 points. The matches that you played fairly and won, I'm not sure it's up to 5 that you played
Mm.
good and won. You are just trying to
What is
knit
play good? What
through
is play
which,
good?
like, you are not harassing the opponent's
75,
goalkeeper,
85%
harassing
possession and lose the game.
yeah,
That's what's playing good for them.
exact possession. You
Like
don't need
like
to
they
play
like they did
device.
against
Hmm.
Newcastle.
But that's the normal Arsenal that we all grew up knowing.
Playing good is
Arsenal will
attacking.
But
dominate the
you're
whole
Playing good
throwing
is
up.
Yeah,
attacking the
game.
yeah,
opposition.
but
Yes,
like I said,
playing
there's
good
what
is
they call
attacking their defense
evolution.
as
Because
opposed
There's what
to
they call evolution.
playing low
Fabregas,
risk football.
I mean, you have like
But
almost
even
sixty,
in our
seventy
the
There's
funny
what
possession.
they
thing is, even
evolve.
in the low risk football, right? Arsenal still has higher shot on target than Brighton. Brighton had 9 shots.
That's the
Arsenal has
funny
seven
thing.
shots overall. So I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's bitterness. It is just
Right,
bitterness.
against mid-table
We
Brighton,
had more
sure.
clear cut chances than them.
No, why is it? You quoted the manager
The,
you support the manager.
Brighton,
You
the same
support
Brighton that
manager.
beat you.
Jude, tell us,
Brighton that beat
your
United.
reasons, please,
Which of
for
them?
why
Please,
this
Jude,
Arsenal team deserves to be
before you
Are
go
the
on,
best
looked at
in
with
the
the side
I
eye.
think the stats that Dr. Toast presented are a bit skewed because if we look at all the teams in the top 10,
who
so
they kill him.
you skewed it. Um,
No, I read you the start. I didn't
yes.
make the start.
It's
Go on.
easy to draw conclusions from that, but I like people to understand that from the 22 goals that you scored from set pieces, 3 of them have been penalties, 19 have been what people would call traditional set pieces. Right? Every other person in that
Hmm.
top 5
Which is
has more than 5 penalties
Mhm.
in their set piece goals. If we take out,
Mhm.
what they have,
Mhm.
the next person to you has scored half of the number of goals you scored from set pieces. So if we
They're not
do
Sabi now.
set piece goals without penalties, that percentage becomes even wider, and which
Mhm.
is shows. Which is,
Well, okay, let's do now open play. What about open play goals? Let's do open
so
play goals because I'm sure.
if we're looking at open play
Yeah, go
goals, you're
on.
still not in top 4.
They're not in top four.
because
What are we?
you have 22. You have 22 from
And
set
top 4,
pieces,
please.
59 in total. So that brings you how many? That's
Yes.
37.
No, no, don't guess.
No,
You
that's
do
37.
the
That's
research that you
37.
did now.
City
That's
has
37, yeah.
9 set piece goals and 59 in total. That's 50 open play goals.
Yes. Yes, that's fine. I know City will be number one. I know the City is number one in open play goals. But I'm just saying that if the entire premise of football is to score goals, and Arsenal and City has 50 open
Yeah.
play goals, right?
Yeah.
59 goals in total. Arsenal has 22 set piece goals, 59 goals in total, right? Why Arsenal blamed for finding another way to get
Again,
goals?
it's not that you guys are particularly good at scoring corners, right? It's how the corners are being played and how they are being scored, and the
And
position that
How
keepers
else?
are being
That's
put
How
in,
else?
exact.
How
and the failures of referees. That's the
you,
yeah, but
complaint.
but
every,
Shelty, we don't
You
mind
prevent the
handle the
goalkeeper from
goalkeeper.
reaching
Like
the
for instance,
ball.
I give you a typical example against Chelsea, right?
no, that's not true.
No, but look at against Chelsea. Example that look at against Chelsea. Sanchez thought he was foul, but if you watch the match, you see that no Arsenal player was around him. He
It's
felt
aura.
he
We
thought Arsenal was
sabi.
going to attack him, and
He wants your player to
the
do their own
fear,
players.
the fear of him thinking that Arsenal player was going to be beside him, he made him commit the error. So that's what happens to the goalkeeper. They're all scared that Arsenal. But
You,
if we check most of our,
It's
our corner
scientific.
kicks, Arsenal players most times are not even beside the goalkeeper. It's mostly their players. But because of that fear, and the fear comes from what you're just saying now,
There's
the
just
whole
chaos in the
media
box.
driven
There's,
agenda
it's
that
there's
a
says
lie.
chaos
It's
in the
not
box.
media
I will
driven.
agree
we
to that.
rough
But
with the goalkeeper.
Arsenal never
They are
found.
scared.
There's
That's
Never
why.
chaos
found
in the
us.
box. No, I mean
Yeah,
There's
it's
just
that's
wrong.
chaos.
that's
Just
an
saying the
interesting
fact.
concession.
And even in the chaos, there's beauty in the chaos. You understand?
Yes. Everybody is justly. And also remember, another thing is that right now nobody does a zonal marking they do. Or like before where you had like everybody man to
Mhm.
man and then like you have guys on the line preventing the goal. Now it's more like zonal
let me
marking.
tell
So
you
it's easier
let
for
me tell
Arsenal
you
to
what's
like
going to
play
happen,
corner kicks
right?
and stuff.
And I agree with what
So
David
tell us
was saying initially about Arsenal getting found out. It may not be this season, right?
It
But
will
I
be
think
this season.
enough
It will be.
dirt, enough noise has been raised around Arsenal, the way Arsenal play corners,
Arsenal was found out
that
last
like if
season. Arsenal were
eventually
found out last season.
eventually
Arsenal
the referees are gonna take action
conceded the most set pieces last
to
season.
protect the goalkeepers and to protect basically the game. And it's gonna
There's
affect
something I
us now.
like about Mikel Arteta. There's something I like about Mikel Arteta.
Arsenal is going to evolve, Shewuchi.
Mikel
I guarantee
Arteta
you
is
that.
a student of the game. He studies all of the different angles, how to get an extra 10% somewhere, how to get an extra 20 seconds somewhere. Like he studies the game. They can make all their rules, but
No, I mean I
you
think the
My
point is
mind is going to figure out
if
some
you
way
take
to.
away Arsenal's questionable goals from corner kicks, it's a tough season.
but
That's what people are saying.
who decides what is questionable?
That's what I'm saying. The football world has
No, who
decided. The football world has
who is the
decided.
football
So
world?
in some way,
Who is the football
the
world?
football world is the majority of fans who are making these
Who is the
complaints.
football
So
world?
it's not just United fans who hate
Fans,
Arsenal. It's Chelsea fans, it's
the
Man
fans
City
can talk
fans,
about the football
it's
world.
Liverpool fans, it's Barca fans in Europe, it's
But the
Madrid
crazy
fans
part is that
in Europe as
The
well,
Chelsea fans and United
fans in
fans do
Italy,
the same shit.
right?
You guys
Every
do
Like
the same shit from
you're
corner
not the
kicks.
first team.
So I don't get
You're
it.
not the first team to have won the Premier League. If you do win this Premier League, you're not the first team. Liverpool won it, City
exactly.
won it, Leicester won
Exactly.
it, Chelsea, even Man U.
Exactly.
How come? Why is
So
it now?
why the
Let's now
hatred then? That's
interrogate the
what I want
question
to
now.
know.
Why is it now when it's Arsenal's turn and everybody's now hating them? Could it be? Could it?
It's
Could
because
it
Arsenal is
be?
no longer the
Yeah,
banter club. That's
Okay,
he's
why.
jealous.
It's very
yes,
simple.
no,
It's just the
that's
simple answer. We're no more longer a banter club.
Chelsea
That's
has
why.
been
They were happy. They were
when
happy.
United also right was a banter club for a while. But even the reaction to United is not even as hateful as
Because
Yeah,
Nano
but
Sabi.
Man U were a banter club.
it's not as
As Man U
hateful
were a
as it is
banter
for
club,
Arsenal.
the same
Why?
era Arsenal was. So they were sharing it. So but the thing that right now United is sharing the banter.
Have
Like
you not
they're
heard the
sharing the
saying
credit.
that? Have you not heard
When
the
Arsenal
saying
was a
that if
banter club, it was
everybody is saying something
Arsenal,
about you,
Chelsea,
could
and
it be
Liverpool.
that there's something wrong with you personally? If everybody is saying the same thing,
Yeah, but at the same time, the people that are saying something's wrong with us, they are
no.
copying us. That's the strange thing. It's like somebody telling you don't do this, but they are doing what you're telling you not to do. So how am I supposed to take you serious? Tell me.
I think so.
United copies are the same set piece you're complaining about. Man U also does the same from set pieces. Chelsea does the same from set pieces. But because the thing has been tagged to Arsenal, everybody just blames Arsenal for it. But every team, like
Guy,
Dr.
we
said,
watched
every
we watched
club
the
does that
season.
right now.
We watched the season
Watch set pieces
progress.
now. Watch set pieces. Most clubs that take watch the way they attack set pieces, especially like corner kicks now. See Brentford.
I
Okay,
have a stat
look
here
at
that shows
Brentford.
the
Are you
number of
seeing
games that
why nobody
believe
talk
play
about
points.
Brentford? Brentford does the same thing.
Johnny boy,
You see
we
Brentford
watched
when
the
they take down
season progress.
Brentford
You
has
can't
If you look
additional.
gaslight
at this,
the football
Brentford also
world.
has additional.
You can't gaslight the fans
Brentford also have
into believing
Arsenal doesn't
something
have
that did not
Yeah,
see.
Arsenal
you're
doesn't have
saying
the
that
record.
We
Brentford
all
only
saw
has
it.
8 goals
Has it.
from set pieces. Well, 14 in total, 6 from penalties, 8 from.
But it doesn't take away the fact that from set piece they are still dangerous. They
Johnny
might not have
boy,
scored them a lot
this
of goals from
See,
season,
set piece.
you,
this
you're,
But
season,
everybody
we
knows
all
when
watched the
Brentford
season
has the set
progress.
piece. They
you're,
are still
you're going to be
dangerous.
champions, and United have more open play goals than you. Chelsea has more open play goals than you. Liverpool has more open play goals than
That's fine.
you. Man City has more
That's
open
let's
play
fine.
goals than
let's
you.
let's
I
say
But
don't,
that's fine.
That's
I don't, I don't.
yes,
that's
do they have
Yeah, but
do
at the
they
end of
have as much
at the end
goals
of
as
No,
us?
they don't.
no, because a lot of your goals came from
no,
corner kicks.
Okay,
they have
exactly.
as
What
That's what
makes
we're
you win the league?
saying.
Is it not through goals?
No,
It's goals now.
that's what we're
You guys
saying.
are hating that they're
Okay,
scoring goals. I don't even
let me ask you a
understand.
hypothetical question, Dr. Toz and Donny Boy. Hypothetical question,
only
right?
13
We all went to school. Say you guys found a goalkeeper, right? You found upgrade on Raya, super goalkeeper, and
There's no
he was able
upgrade
to
on Raya.
score goals from his basically he developed such a super skill. He went to the Blue Lock school in Japan, basically developed maximum football skills, right? I was able to score
Yeah,
goals from goal kick. And let's
yeah,
say Arsenal keeper, let's say a keeper in Premier League developed that ability, and so they scored a whole bunch
yes,
of goals. Would you think that was a good thing for football or a bad thing for football?
yes. It's a good thing.
if the stop is winning games
It's
for
a
them,
good thing.
I won't mind it. Because at the end of the day, right? One man, I know how you win. Also,
Don't.
you
Okay.
should look into that. But at the end of the day,
But it's
winning
how
Can
you
I ask
win
the
that
reverse?
you
Can
winning
I
is
ask
what
the
matters.
reverse of that question, so that you guys will put this into perspective? Because people are hounding VAR and saying VAR has reduced the way, like reduced goals, basically. Like the purpose of football is to score goals, but it seems that VAR is just cancelling goals and cancelling goals and cancelling goals. If you guys are complaining about Arsenal that way, then you shouldn't be complaining that VAR is cancelling goals. That's my
What's the
question.
connection?
The connection is the point of the game is to score goals.
Yes.
So you guys right now,
Exactly.
all you are doing is acting as VAR. You guys just want to cancel goals.
Have you heard
That's
of
a no.
being reductive? Right? You say the point of the thing is to score goals. You can't just reduce all of football to scoring goals. Yes,
Well, no,
goals is
no.
what
All of
win.
No.
football is to
Goals
score
is
No.
what
goals and
wins
win the trophy.
matches, right? But like you cannot reduce the essence of football to just goals. Because
What is
there's a
it?
reason why football in England is better than football in MLS. They both score goals, right? They score a lot of
Yes,
goals.
and the team that scores the most goals wins tend
One
to
of the
win the league.
complaints that people in America have about football is that a whole game can end up 1-1, unlike our American football that you score 16-9, or basketball you score 8 something this thing, right? Football is to score goals, but like some of the best games we've seen in football have been 5-3. Some of the best games were also 1-1 basically, or 0-0, and in
Or 1-0.
or 1-0 even, right? That is football. And
Uh-huh.
when
Sometimes that 1-0 might be from a set piece,
even Mourinho.
and it is
And
entertaining too.
that
So
goes to show there's no right way to
exactly.
win. That's what you're not saying now.
No,
There's no way to win.
but
That's what
some
you're saying.
ways
Because
are
like you said,
more in line with the spirits of the sports than others.
No,
with the
the
entertaining
thing
spirit.
is, it's
what
that's
is
We're here to be
that's
what
why
is
I
the
entertained.
spirit
started
of the
with
sport? Please let me
people
know. I
want to
want
be
to know.
entertained. Arsenal's job
What
is
is
not
the
to
spirit
entertain
of the
you
sport?
guys. You guys are complaining because you don't like what you're watching. Fair enough. Watch Man City. You guys watching Man City every week. Watch Man City. Watch
That's
No.
fine.
Bournemouth.
No,
Watch
you're not the
Crystal
first
Palace.
team to
Watch
play.
those,
Again,
you know.
you're also not the
So
first team
let
to play like how we put it now, defensive football, right? Even
okay,
Mourinho,
not exactly. So,
Mourinho's Chelsea.
uh-huh.
But again, you just said me something that is useful, right?
But it was beautiful.
We don't be
The
the funny
defensive
thing.
football was
It's
still
also a
beautiful.
myth. We don't play
No,
defensive
no
football. That's
haram,
another myth.
No,
We
haram
don't
but
play
football.
defensive football.
Try to
Mourinho's
We don't play
Chelsea,
defensive football.
2005, 2006, total goals, 72 goals. Goals from set pieces, 22, 31% of goals. But,
no, but
it is what it is.
you know the difference. You
Say,
know the difference.
once you win,
That Chelsea
once you
team,
win,
Difference is that they're not
everything
that
becomes
Chelsea
nobody's
team
back.
made
legendary.
defending look beautiful,
At
right?
the time, people were hating. People
Yeah.
were hating Mourinho. We're all around them. We
No,
watched it. People were hating.
it wasn't hate
because
that he had for Mourinho. It was
No.
respect. It was respect
What?
because Mourinho came.
Somebody come.
It wasn't
Somebody
hate.
came
Hate.
to the
It
meeting.
wasn't
He
hate.
packed the boss.
Press
Pack the
press
boss
conference.
acronym. How
I'm the
did he?
special one.
How
I'm not
did
It
your
wasn't
daddy.
hate.
Like,
How did he get that?
it was
Guys,
braggadocious.
how did
The
Yo,
fact
Chelsea
pack the
Chelsea
boss-
had an
pack the boss
explosion
acronym.
in
How
fandom.
did they
Chelsea had an
acronym?
explosion in fandom all over the world. We experienced it firsthand in Nigeria.
Because they won. That's why.
Because
That's why.
they won and
That's
because of
why.
how they were
You
winning,
don't know
because
that.
of the
That's why they
swagger
have
that
the
Jose
explosion.
Mourinho came with, basically
What's
with
swagger, bro?
with his
Let's
African
not be
warriors
that
that he had in his team.
That's how I had the
Um,
acronym. Why do we call Mourinho Pack the Boss manager? It's because of his the acronym Pack the Boss.
But
I
he
want
did
Pack
it
the Boss.
beautifully.
Pack the
I
Boss
mean,
will
you
sit
pack
men
the
behind the
boss,
ball,
yeah,
count
yeah,
and score one goal,
yeah,
lock
yeah,
up
yeah.
shop. That was his style of
Okay,
play.
so
Let's
no,
not
now, but like
are
I'm
you
looking at
saying that you guys are
narrative
not?
right now.
The
That was
thing is,
Mourinho's
you're
play.
not trying
look
to
at
sit
those.
on any side. You're saying you guys are not packing the boss, and you guys are not playing beautiful football. So what is it that you're doing?
Mhm.
We are playing
Low
low
risk
risk
football.
football. Beautiful that these guys, the beautiful football that these guys play is high intensity. If Fernandez loses the ball, so be it. Arteta doesn't want anybody that's losing the ball. Instead of it to lose the ball, pass back. You understand? Low risk.
Yeah,
You understand? But if you
low
open
risk.
up by mistake, you will collect.
See, I mean,
That's what it
in
is.
trying to defend,
right.
in trying to
They are
defend
at least.
Because
yourself,
Arteta
They
has
are
studied
at
that.
least.
Arteta has studied that you win more games, the less risk you
in
take,
trying
the
to
more games you
defend
win.
They are at
yourself,
least
That's
So-
what
you,
four to
you guys
five
just keep
And
on
in
giving
fact,
us more
the
more
the
weapons
less
to work
risk
with.
you take,
You said the 2005
You can work with the
2005
weapon,
season
yes.
there was 22 set pieces scored.
yeah,
You have already scored
Yes.
22,
yeah.
and
Yes.
there's
Exactly. That's why it's going
there's
to
like
be a new
eight
record.
games to go,
That's why it's
and
going
you
to
might
be
not even
the
get up
win
to
is going to be a
71
new record.
goals.
You understand?
So
Yes.
so
Then
the,
it will be
No,
even
no, but like
greater
I mean,
record.
are you not hearing the
will
arguments that
even
you're making?
Because that's
I-
no.
At,
Because
at the end of the
look,
season,
last
David,
2005,
even if we don't get
2006,
71 goals, if we're lifting the trophy,
Okay,
I
so
don't think I
that
care about
that is a
it.
different.
that's really where I'm coming from.
no.
That's the
David,
mentality.
can I finalize my point, right? Again, that team, that 2005, 2006 team, only conceded
Yes.
15 goals, I believe, right?
2004,
No, it's
2005
4-5.
season. 2004, 2005.
It's 4-5.
Was it?
Yes.
Was it 4-5?
4-5 season.
But
I
that
think it's
team
4-5,
is
4-5, 4-5.
legendary,
Rose first
right?
season.
At the time, people
Yes.
thought, "Oh, what
So
are you
your
guys
own
doing?"
is
Right?
hated-
legendary.
Yeah,
People
people
didn't
hated
hate
them.
them.
Back then, they did because Chelsea were very hard
People
to
people
beat.
feared and
They
respected
did.
them.
Let's not lie. Come on.
What's the only legendary?
No, shall we
Just
see?
come
People
on, say
people
please.
hated
It
Mourinho.
wasn't
Remember-
hate. It was
people
fear
hated
and
Mourinho.
respect.
That Mourinho,
This is the first
Mourinho
this is
thrived
the
on
first
that.
champions that are being
Mourinho
hated
thrived on that because
and are still being
he came
bantered.
against he came against
And you guys,
the Wenger that was
please
You're
let
not
the
biased,
Portos
Bruno.
make
and
his
the
point.
United
This
that was
is
playing
hate.
also free flowing football as well.
No, my point. I finished my point. I know this is haters. This is bitterness.
He wants to be
It's not,
legendary.
it's not a legend.
in
We are
set
just
piece.
going to be legends. You understand? Ateta is going to be
He said
something
this
legendary if we win
with,
this. If we
with
win
less
the league.
goals. With less goals, but more set
You
piece.
understand? But anyways,
That's
8 more
okay.
games to go. 7 points clear. It is what it is.
Well, the Chelsea
Yeah,
fans-
yeah, with the game in hand.
And I also guarantee that next season Arsenal is going to evolve.
Evolve the
I
what?
think it's going to be the other way around.
What?
maybe you
Because
do
whatever
goals from
standard.
set pieces next season.
You see what Brentford did to you. That's what you expect next season.
Yeah,
Now Arsenal is
So
going to
what?
evolve next season. Watch.
yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. I'd rather take what Brentford did to me than what Wolves did to another team.
So Liverpool have it.
Anyways, we move.